for Magicat. First, though, we've got a donation from Danger to the tune of $5, who says, "Let's go CBK." I think we're all in agreement there. Good luck, runners. Take it away.
Thank you, Danger. Thank you. Okay, so welcome to Magicat. I've got Roman on commentary with me.
Hello, it's me.
Welcome to UKSG. So I'm got the honor of being the first runner, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, we're gonna show you a New Game Plus run. So time starts when I click the New Game Plus file. So I'm just gonna give a thumbs up to tech. Time. And okay, so we have a cutscene. We can't skip the cutscenes, unfortunately. So an interesting tidbit that we found out is that actually in the any % file, all the text just says meow 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 meow, which I didn't actually realize. And then when you unlock the New Game Plus file, you get actual like translations of what they're saying.
But the question is, if it only says meow meow meow, does it only also say meow 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 for the monkey?
I don't know. I think it might say like ooh 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 for the monkey.
So for the cat, you have meow meow meow, and then just cuts over to the monkey with the top, and it's just.
I think so, yeah. I think I just broke everyone's ears.
Yes, I'm here for the breaking of this. Anyways, this is Magicat. It is a lovely game. It is a very adorable game, as you're going to see right now. It is a 2D platformer based and inspired by the old Mario games. And the kitty cat itself doesn't have a name.
But it's called Magicat.
Yeah, that's the thing. We just call him Magicat. So why is he magical? Well, as you saw earlier, like a few seconds ago, CBK has the ability to air dash like that. Amazing. Perfect timing. We totally didn't plan this through. And also like shoot out little popcorn thingamajiggies. And we realized rather late that the popcorn actually dissolves into like a paw print.
Yeah, it's not popcorn. I just call it popcorn, so it looks like popcorn.
I mean, caramelized.
In the actual like game, it's called fireballs. But
looks like fire.
Yeah, exactly. It's like popcorn.
So anyways, we're at the first boss. It's a giant red blob thing, and the HP bar is segregated into 4 to 5 separate parts.
Yeah.
And every time it changes the color, like it moves to the next section, the boss gets a shield and is invulnerable for a few seconds, but that doesn't matter because it is already dead.
Yeah.
Magicat gets money, Magicat explodes, there's a little after image. It actually has a function, it's not just for the awesome visuals. The thing about Magicat is you also have a tiny bit of resource management in it, like quote-unquote resource management. It's not like building a base with wood and stuff. But you have the potions that you see in the top right. Those are required to do things like do the magic dash, heal yourself, and various other things. There is a timer for 5 seconds. Oh my god, you made it through the door in time.
I don't even need the gems, so in the any % run, you collect these red gems, but I don't need it in this run because we've got New Game Plus. So we have some upgrades already applied to Magicat, and some ones we wouldn't see in the any % run. So that's why I like running the New Game run.
Yep, that's the awesome thing. Like, New Game Plus runs are, in my personal opinion, always more beginner-friendly because you have more tools at your hand right from the get-go.
Yeah.
And especially for Magicat, it certainly adds some quality of life, like the dash for speed and bonus damage. Like, the popcorn deals 1 damage per hit, whereas the dash deals, I think, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 3. So the dash deals a lot more damage.
But the thing is, as I tried to explain, the dash also uses the potions as a resource. So if you dash, you use your potions. But the thing is, if you collect the after damage, you regain the potions used. So it's actually a cool stretch to be like pop, pop, pop into the boss, but kind of tricky. Because as you see, the boss spawns a lot of minions during the fight, and they can be rather annoying. But alas, you can just heal anytime. We have potions, we have the money as well, because the top left, the money are also paws. So we use some pause strats here and there. Get it?
So yeah, healing costs 3 potions. So I don't want to use that too often because it will really drain the dash. And if I don't have the dash, it like takes ages to kill anything.
It's kind of a balancing act between like trying to deal more damage with the potions or keep them to stay alive.
Yeah, so I'm doing this level again. So I'm doing the time attack, and this is basically to farm paws. So as Ro mentioned, like, at the end of the level we get a paw tally. And we get these for completing the levels, for points, for collecting potions. It just sort of adds up of various things. And we need that because traversing across the water in the overworld costs 10 paws per platform we need to place. So to skip a load of the overworld, we need to place these platforms, so I need to farm enough paws to be able to do that, basically.
Do you still think it's funny if I call them pause strats?
You can call them pause strats. I don't actually use actual pause strats. But
I mean, it is pause strats, but not
strats.
pause strats. There's a difference. It's already finished.
No boss in time attack, thankfully. So yeah, so you see that's got 7 pause.
Didn't
so
say
that's
like
handy.
79,000 something in the background.
Yeah, that's the score tally. So I just want to squeeze through here. Ah, damn it. Okay, I wanted to squeeze it just so I had to use less pause to get through there, but I didn't manage it. You have to just be very careful because if you move too much to the right, you'll lay a platform, which costs 10 pause. But that's right, it's wasting 3 instead. Hopefully, I should have enough. In the case that you go through the run, you don't have enough pause, you just have to do another level, like farm it again, do another time attack or something.
Damage boosting.
Yeah, a lot of damage boosting this one because there's a lot of...
Since we have those enemies on screen right now, this is a typical discussion I always have with CBK. Because take a close look at the sprite of the enemies, okay? Like the ones that are shooting out the little triangles out of their mouth. Trumpet thing, I'd call it. I think, in my personal opinion, that those are like trumpet-esque things in their mouth, and those are like cheetah puffs, like the little squares at the sides. So they're just going the entire time, just shooting out the things.
I think they're little arms with a little gun.
What gun has a trumpet like that?
I don't know, like a little...
Like, how terrible would your aim be with a trumpet like that?
Some kind of musket. You want to not press those red buttons because it spawns enemies.
But if you defeat them, you get the red gem we don't need.
But I don't need the red gem. So yeah, I just try to avoid those because obviously that's just pointless.
The boss is here and alive.
Yeah, so I need to use iframes to get behind him. From here, we're pretty safe. All we've got is the spikes on top and bottom, so I'm going to stay in this kind of area so I can use the dash. Because that will propel me upwards into the spikes. I just got to try and avoid that.
If the boss can't see us, we probably don't exist.
Yeah, he doesn't even realize we're here. He's just like, what's going on?
I'm going to play my trumpet music.
Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned Joe as well. The boss gets this yellow...
After each fifth of the HP bar, the boss gets this yellow aura around them, which makes them invulnerable and impervious to damage, but it's just like waited out. It's just a thing to prolong the boss fight and to, raise the tension because there's projectiles being fired and things happening. And CBK got bonus points for not having to use a revive. Yes, if you die in a stage, you do not actually have to do the entire thing again. You can just immediately revive using pause or potions, a kind of
pause.
Pause.
Yeah. So I need to do another time attack on this one to get a bit more pause. Yeah. So if you die, it's pretty cool because you can respawn where you die, but it costs pause, so it will take some away. And every time you die, it doubles the amount it takes. So it really does add up after a while. So you got to be just kind of getting the balancing between healing using the potions, or if you've got a lot of excess pause, I mean, you could be like, okay, I'll take a death, and it's worth it. So it's kind of, yeah.
I don't know if you lovelies have noticed, but this level has an amazing name because it is a pun. It is called the Choco Lake. Get it? Like chocolate, but with a K.
Yeah.
Choco Lake.
I love this level. It's one of the reasons I like the New Game Plus run as well, because in the any % run, you go like quite a different route, and you don't get to see the candy world, because there's lots of different like worlds, different themes, and I love this one.
That's a quote-unquote not open world game per se, but the things you have various areas and various levels, and you do not have to play all of them to get to the end boss and finish the game.
No, not at all. It's basically about getting to the final boss as quick as possible, traversing the world map, and it all comes down to your pause, like, because we're going to need to spend those to get across the map, so yeah, so that's basically what's stopping us at the moment. Like, so this costs 10 pause every time, but I've just skipped like a massive area, so that's why I had to do those levels to farm pause.
And now comes an amazing level. It's the balloon flight. Wait, this is the auto-scroll, right?
Yes, this is a complete bottomless pit, and it has an auto-scroll, so it's literally my worst level probably. Ooh,
Also, dropping down does not immediately kill you. It just is like, you have taken 1 damage. And also that's, in my opinion, the most adorable animation in the entire game is when the cat does the
yeah, his little Yoshi jump. I feel like, this game was definitely made, they said it's an homage to, this kind of era of classic side-scrolling games. So you can definitely see a lot of inspiration from Mario in here, like just the style, the levels, just the little Yoshi jump, which is pretty awesome.
Since this is an auto-scroller, do you think we have time to have a lovely conversation with our amazing host right now?
Yes.
Prosek!
Yes, sir.
Speak with me, my dear!
Of course. We have several donations for people very excited to see this run. First up from Nikki B is $15, who says, let's go CBK, Magicat.
Thank you, Nikki.
With $20, we have Mintopia, who says, good luck to all the runners. Well, with the rate this is going, I don't think they'll need it. With $100, Glenn says, meowsers.
Oh my
is this
goodness.
CBK and Roman together on screen? My two favorite speedrunners. Let's go!
It does.
Oh my goodness.
I think I agree, these are some fantastic runners. And finally, Skenme with $500. Whoa! Says, let's kick this off. UKSG is back in person. Good luck to all runners today and tomorrow. Thank you to all the staff and volunteers, and love to everyone watching in person and at home. Thank you very much to everyone donating and everyone who continues to be so generous. Back to you.
You lovelies are incredible. Thanks for the donations, thanks for the emotional support, thanks for having us. And the boss, yet again, struggles a bit with the concept of turning around.
So, yeah, so I think I've got to wait for this yellow thing to go away. So I'm going to immediately drop, when this boss is over, I'm going to drop down to the pit. This triggers the end card immediately. So as soon as you get the last hit on the boss, you're invulnerable, like, you're fine, you won't take a death.
It's just like the thought in my head is just like the boss trying his really best and Magicat just sitting behind him being like, you're right there, mate.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do, this is the last level where we have to do it twice for the time attack, just to get some paws. Because we have to get around like 49 paws to get to sort of the second half of the run. So we need to make sure we kind of do this fairly cleanly, not take too many deaths.
So here's a hot take on my personal part. I know that some people really don't like it, but I think ice levels are really cool. I like ice levels. I think like the aesthetics and the music and stuff, everything just always looks
I think it's ice
cool.
physics that people don't like. Oh, well, nice one. Nice one.
Yep.
Yeah, this one doesn't have ice physics, thankfully. There is a level in here that does have ice physics in the ice world, but thankfully it's not part of the run. That's probably one of the reasons.
Would you say ice levels technically count as water levels?
Yeah, there is actually a water world in this game, but we don't see it in the run. But there is a world where it's like a lot of water levels. There's like a level where you're stuck in a little bubble, and it's really cute. It has a really cute animation.
Yeah. See, that's the gain and loss of the speedrun. The speedrun is really cool, it's really fun. It's really beginner friendly. Like if any of you lovies want to learn a speedrun, try picking up Magicat. It's an amazing community that's just begging to grow even further.
Yeah, there's only like 2 of us at the moment, so.
But the tiny problem with speedrunning is the fact that the game has so many adorable and well-designed levels, and we skip like 80% of them.
Yeah. So you gotta play again.
Yes. Also, the game follows the Mario physics in the way that you can just jump on enemies to hurt them.
Yeah.
Did you say yeah or did you say meow?
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Are you a cat and do you dance and do you dance?
Dance.
Gotta do the time attack again, we gotta grind them paws for the pause strats, my friends.
So
I also like how the game incentivizes you. It's like, hurry up! It's like, anything happening apart from the timer.
yeah, the music's actually slightly sped up as well in the time attack modes.
Imagine like a wall of lava coming behind you. It's like, yeah, actually hurry up.
There is actually, well, we don't do a time attack now, but there is a level at the end where there will be lava chasing us. But
That's spoilers, CBK.
sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry, yeah, forget I said that. This will be a surprise.
We need like this zap thingy from the Man in Black. It's just like, memory gone.
Nice. Yeah, so when we're doing the time attack, I'm more kind of liberal using the potions. I mean, I had 22 potions there, which is kind of a waste. Cause, when you do the new level, you don't carry over any potions. They're just gone. You start the new levels with 5. So yeah, it's unfortunately like 20 wasted there. Okay, so we're gonna be using a lot of paws here. So hopefully I've got enough. I've got 46. That should be enough to get to the next section.
So as you see on the right there, that is a pond. Some of you might be pondering about the usage of these things. And the thing is that in those ponds there are magical waters in a magical game about a magical cat that magically turns its color to a different color. But also, hear me out on this. It doesn't just change the color of the cat, it also changes the color of the hat and the projectile you fire. So
Yeah.
at the moment we have these popcorn things. And there is also a really cool one, like I think it's your favorite, the Halloween-esque?
Yeah, there's
it's
one
like
where
purple
it's like
and
purple,
black and
like
stuff.
proper witch cat. And there's like, yeah, different colours. Unfortunately, we can't use these in like new files, even New Game Plus. You just have to unlock it in files that you're like playing through.
And
it would have been quite cool.
the paws, like the paw, shot, fire, popcorn, salted caramel thing, changes to a skull, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Go up.
Just imagine like this tiny cute cat that's like, oh, it's a purple cat with a death ball of skulls and pain.
Oh, it's cute.
I think I just spat on you, I'm terribly sorry.
This one's annoying. I don't like this boss because like the water physics are really annoying. They like keep pushing you upwards, so you have to use like the momentum of phenomena of the ceiling to sort of get it down.
Imagine you're taking a bath. I mean, some of you probably don't have to imagine for a cat on it. Just imagine taking a bath, relaxing, and suddenly there's a cat jumping, being like, I want to hurt your feelings and physical body in a way that serves no purpose other than my amusement.
Look, they're evil. So these kind of in the story, this monkey has taken this gem, and these kind of blob things have taken over Magicat's world. So he's going around saving his friends.
They didn't talk about the story, right? So the story begins with a cutscene. It's like, Magicat found this magical gem. Anyone should keep tally often I say the word magical in this run.
There's some deep lore in this game, alright?
It actually has lore. I mean, at the beginning you don't read it because it's just meow meow meow. And but alas, 'tis the way the game has been designed. But yeah, you get a magical gem, and then the monkey's like, 'tis mine now, and disappears. And Magicat's like, come on, man, and tries to get it back.
Yeah.
We're in space now, as you can see by the awesome laser goggles they are wearing. It has changed the way gravity works. Like we fall slower, we jump higher, and the red neon light barred things on the side are actually painful.
Yeah, so trying not to touch those. These little
And now we're at the Galaga section.
So those little diamonds, they're checkpoints, and they cost 10 potions, which is quite a lot, obviously, so we don't get those. We just kind of hope that we don't need to, which we don't. I mean, we respawn, like, it would take a lot for me to actually have to respawn there. I'd have to die a lot of times. So yeah, I don't have to worry too much about that. It's doing some damage boosting games.
It's actually quite considerate of the enemy if you think about it. It's like, we are here, the enemies that you saw right now, the like grayed out ones, and we are rocking to hurt you. But only if you activate us.
Yeah.
It's really considerate of them, isn't it?
Okay, so just try and get hits in here, avoid these kind of enemies that are going to come out.
I think this is actually one of the more creative boss fights because you have like full 360 movement.
Yeah, it's quite annoying to get the hits on him because like, you're kind of like static in the air, so like, the movement's not too bad. But every time you do this kind of dash, it like propels you upwards, as I mentioned earlier. So.
That is actually a theory I have, by the way, because the game is timed in-game time, by the way. Like, if you want to submit to the leaderboard, so we use the in-game time at the end of the run. So there's like a tally at there which says like, oh, beaten the game in whatever
first
minutes.
death. What was that? Second death? I think it's second death.
And I have the theory that dying might actually be faster than using the healing ability. Because I think it pauses the timer.
Yeah.
Like the in-game timer.
Yeah, I did. I thought like that was a good idea, and I did ask it like the devs, but I think it doesn't. I think in-game time counts the overworld and just in the levels, and that's it. It just doesn't count cutscenes and loading. I think time. Yeah.
But what does the like reanimation count? Like if you just stand there and wait like every time the like 5-ish, 10-ish seconds for the respawn, does that actually cut into your end time?
Maybe. I mean, there's still so much about this game, like, I just don't know, like, not enough people have run it yet. I'm still trying to learn things and work things out. But maybe, you know.
These enemies, bro, I don't know if I ever told you, these enemies are really amusing to me because I assume they're wearing like a face mask, helmet thing, I don't know. But in my mind, it looks like they have like this massive unibrow and a beard.
Oh my
and does anyone else see this? Like the beard and the unibrow.
It's a damage boost for this bit because it takes too long. I'm just gonna get this potion.
Oh my god, imagine there is a pond that actually adds like such a massive beard to Magicat. I would love that.
I'm gonna get this one for safety because the next bit's a lot of damage boosting.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're in Bowser's Castle if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, Meows's castle.
Meows's Castle. I mean,
try to get
like
as many
the
places as I
moving
can.
fire thingamajiggies and like the overall aesthetics. It's like it's obvious that the game has been inspired by Mario, but then again, it is a really cool franchise, and the game devs have done such an incredible job with the art style.
I've got a lot of potions here because I'm going to be doing a lot of damage boosting. I kind of want some more because I need some more for the boss, but it's a bit too late now, so yeah, so it's kind of a shame. I did want some more potions, but it's alright. Because this is probably my least favorite boss in the game, because over a bottomless pit, and he's going to spawn these little minions as well. So I tend to take a lot of deaths, and I haven't got many dashes, so it's probably going to be a bit slow. Ah!
It's the Phantom Kid. He's trying to fight on your behalf. I'm here for emotional support. Ah!
So I've only got one. I can't heal. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to take deaths and just be very careful.
Do we need any more paws, theoretically?
No, so it's okay. I've got 37 paws to use, so...
Yeah, I'd say just like be on top of the boss, theoretically.
Yeah, so I'd have to die a lot of times to sort of drain that, to be honest.
Jeez.
Okay, again, drop down. Drop down to trigger the end card.
I dropped down! I am no longer here. By the way, I'm alive! Poof!
Okay.
And it's time for the throne chamber.
We're gonna face the monkey himself who took our shiny gem that we wanted to look at the beginning.
I mean, any gamer out there, look at this. It's like, oh, starting the level, no threats, no nothing, and here's a massive load of potions. I wonder what will happen next.
Yeah, so
Here's
here
the
he is.
evil monkey.
Give me back my gem.
How stubborn? How stubborn you are, come on, let's fight.
I don't know why you always give him Arnold Schwarzenegger voice.
Because it's fun to do. I have a magical cat in the top head, come on.
Okay, so with this boss, when he has this, so he has a yellow outline, as usually with the other bosses, but he also has a blue outline. So when he has a blue outline, we have to bounce on top of him to get rid of it.
Would you say he's blue dabba dee dabba da?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Trying to avoid these. I don't want to get crushed because that's just insta-death. I mean, I've got 64 paws. I'm pretty good for deaths, but I mean, it just like takes lots of time to keep dying all the time.
I don't know if I've mentioned before, but have you noticed that the gem's actually in the background?
Yeah, yeah. I think you pointed that out before, and that was the first time I actually noticed it.
It took me like some long time to realize that as well. It's just like, oh wait.
So I wonder if the monkey that built this whole temple for this gem like that quickly, like it's pretty impressive.
I mean, magic, I guess? Like, that's the benefit of like any fantasy world where it's like, but how did they do that so fast? Magic.
Yeah,
What magic? Just roll with it. It's magic.
It's a gem. It's magic, alright.
Also, what do you point out so many things I see in this game? The monkey, I assume has just red eyes, but to me it looks like he's wearing like Ozzy Osbourne glasses.
It does. It does. Oh, I can't see
So
that.
do you think like when he took over the world, it was just like everyone all aboard?
Okay.
And
Time is when Magicat explodes for the last time.
just
So
a few
time
seconds.
is now.
Pa!
There you go.
And that's the run.
Magicat.
GG's. It's okay. GG's.
you.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks. And okay, so the final cutscene. So we've got our gem back. Awesome. What a long journey it was. Great, we've got it.
Da, 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 da.
Now Magicat's got it.
And with the gem in hand.
Oh, whoopsie. It's actually the gem that's evil, and now Magicat's evil, so whoops. There is a good ending where you collect like a load of collectibles and you get a good ending where he frees everyone and everyone's happy. Yeah.
What was your final time, by the way, in game time?
21:43.
What's your PB?
20:50. So it's about a minute after my PB.
Not bad.
Very well done indeed. Thank you very much for that run. It was truly magical.
Haha!
First of all, our commentator, where can people find you, my delicious, fantastic boy?
The commentator, hello, my name is Roman with a 0, so RH0min if you ask the Discord bots and stuff. I am mostly on Twitch, RH0min as I said. I don't really use Twitter, but I also have a Discord if you want to join me. I speedrun the best boy tales and Sonic games.
Thank you very much. And our runner, where can people find you?
So CowboyKnuckles. So I normally am a Knuckles runner, but I run some other things from time to time. So on Twitch, yeah, CowboyKnuckles. And yeah, thank you, Rowan, for being on commentary. And I just want to say thank you to all my friends who have supported me, like speedrunning, and I'm super happy to be here, like my second in-person event, and thank you to UKSG for having me, especially as an opening run. It's really an honor, so thank you.
Love you all, take care, stay hydrated.
Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere, chat. We will be back in just a moment with Klonoa Door to Phantomil, run by Alice.
Everybody panic! Yeah! The music's so chill, right?
Yeah, it's very nice.